Alright, welcome to another session in this series. In this session, we start with question number 58. In the previous session, we finished with question number 57. So here we start with question number 58. The first question says, correct 0.002473 to see three significant figures. Okay, so we need to convert 0.000247. So now let's see which is the first to three significant figures. So we have to see which one is the first significant figure. All the zeros that come before an actual number are not significant figures, okay? Because they are after the decimal point, okay? So the first significant figure here is 2, okay? We are looking for three significant figures, okay? So we count. Here is the first 1, 2, 3. So we stop right here, okay? Now we need to look at the number after the significant figure we are looking for. Is it more than 5? If it's more than 5, we need to round, okay? But here it's not more than 5, it is 3, so we can't round, so we stop right there, okay? So our answer will be 0.00247 3SF, okay? So that's our answer. Let's move on to question number 59. So as I've been telling you, this kind of questions, you can just put it in the calculator. But I'm not going to put it in the calculator, I'm going to solve it so you can see how it is done manually, okay? So we first need to convert this into improper fraction. And we know how to do that. You multiply the denominator by the whole number part. Then you add the result to the numerator, okay? So here we have 2 times 1, which is 2. Then we add it to this numerator, which is 1 plus 1, which gives us what? 3. Okay, so we have 3 over 2 plus, do the same thing for this side, we get what? 7 over 3. Then we have times 3 over 4 minus 1 over 2. Cool. Now we know that we need to use what? BODMAS. Now BODMAS tells us that multiplication comes before addition or subtraction. So we need to solve this first, okay? So let's just put it in a bracket, then we solve it, okay? So now you can see that 3 cancels 3, 3 cancels 3. So we're left with what? 7 times 1. 7 times 1 is what? 7. And then 1 times 4 is what? 4, okay? So we have 3 over 2 plus 7 over 4 minus 1 over 2. Okay? Okay, so now let's find our LCM. Our LCM is what? 4. This common factor is 4. For these three fractions, this common factor is 4. Okay, so 2 goes into 4. This 2 goes into 4. How many times? 2 times 3. Okay, this 3 right here. We do the same thing for this one and the same thing for this one. So we have 2 times 3 plus 1 times 7 minus 2 times 1. So what do we have? We have what? 6 plus 7 minus 2 over 4. That will give us what? That's 11 over 4, right? 11 over 4. Now we need to convert this back into mixed fraction. How do we do that? 4 goes into 11 twice. Remainder what? 3. So our answer will be 2 whole number, then the remainder 3 over what? 4. 3 over the original denominator, which is 4. Okay, so here is our answer. 2 whole number, 3 over 4. Do we have that? Yes, our answer is D. And let's go back to question number 58, and then we cycle our answer. Our answer is 0.00247, which is C. Okay, cool. Now let's go to question number 60. Okay, now the question says, which of the following lines represent the inequality in this? Now when you look at this inequality, the sign here is less than, and the sign here is what? Less than or equal to. Okay, So now when you have less than without the equal to, it means it is non-inclusive. And we know that non-inclusive is represented by a circle which is what? Non-shaded. But then inclusive is a circle that is what? Shaded. Okay? A circle that is shaded. Cool. Now, here we have 3 is non-inclusive, but then 7 is what? Inclusive. So we need to find which options has 3 to be non-inclusive, that is, it is not shaded. Okay. Now we have A and B have 3 to be what? Non-inclusive. So, and then D, C and D are inclusive for 3. So C and D are wrong. Okay. Let's cancel that out. C and D are wrong from the beginning. Cool. Now let's go and check for 7. 7 needs to be what? Inclusive, because of the sign less than or equal to. And we said inclusive means it is what? Shaded. Now which of these two has 7 to be shaded? It is what? Here, right here, which is B. So our answer is B. Cool. Alright, let's move on to question number 61. So this question again, as usual, you can put this in the calculator, but I'm going to solve it manually so you can see how it is done. Okay, so change this fraction into what? Proper fraction. Sorry, improper fraction. Same with this and same with this. Okay, cool. Then alternative to use BODMAS, as simple as A, B, C. So we have 9 over 8 times 4 over 3. Don't get confused. 9 over 8 is the same as this, and 4 over 3 is the same as this. Okay, now we have minus 5, which is the same as 5 over 1. Okay, then we have divided by what? 5 over 2. 5 over 2 is the same as this. Okay, because we change from mixed fraction into improper fraction. Cool. Now we can simply, now we need to use BODMAS. Okay, BODMAS. We need to first do what? Division, then multiplication. Okay, division right here, then multiplication. Okay, all right, so let's do that. So we have, let's put that in the bracket so we can see it properly. Okay, 9 over 8 times 4 over 3 minus 5 over 1. Here we know that we can change this into multiplication, then we flip this fraction upside down. Okay, we have 2 over 5. Let's put them in our bracket, our self-defined bracket. Okay, so now 4 goes into 8 right 2 times. Okay, and 3 goes here once and goes here 3 times. Okay, now let's go to the other side of the expression. You have 5 cancels 5. Okay, cool. So now what do you have? You have 3 over 2 minus 2 over 1. Okay, so what do we have? Our LCM is, I hope you're not confused. How do we get this 3? Just 3 times 1 here. Okay, and then 2 here is this 2 times 1. Okay, and here we have, on the other side here, we have, you have 5 cancels 5. How many times? Once. Okay, so we have 2 over 1. Okay, cool. So now our LCM is what? 2. So 2 goes into 2 once, times 3 is what? 3. Okay, 3 minus, and then 1 goes into 2 twice, times 2 will be what? 4. Okay, 4. So our answer is negative 1 over 2. So this is our answer. Do we have it in there? Do you have it in there? Yes, we have it right here. So our answer is D. Cool. All right, let's move on to question number 62. Now question number 62 says the inequality for a distance D which is more than 18 meters but not more than 23 meters. Okay, so what we need to do is read the question and then write the equations for D. Okay, the inequalities for D, sorry. So now we have, it says the distance of D which is more than 18 meters. What this means is that D is greater than 18 meters. Okay, it's greater, because more than means greater than. Okay, so let's write it down. Greater than 18. Cool. Then the second part says, but not more than 23. So that means it is 23 or less. It cannot be more than 23. So it has to be 23 or less. That means 23 is also inclusive. Not more than 23 means it can be 23, or it can be 22 or 21 and less. Okay, so 23 and less, which means that D is less than 23, and also it can be equal to what? 23. So we use less than or equal to. Now if you look at this and this, how can we write it? Now when you look at this, we can just flip it like this, so that 18 will be on the left hand side. Okay, so let's write it like this: 18 less than D. Okay, so this is equal to this. This expression is the same as this. We just flipped it. Okay, if you flip it, that means 18 is going to be less than D. Over here we can see 18 is less than D, and D is greater than 18. It's the same thing as this. Okay, and then here we have D is less than or equal to 23. So now if we combine this, 8 is less than D, 8 is less than D, 18 is less than D, and D is less than or equal to 23. How do we write that? We write that like this. We have 18 is less than D, and is less than or equal to 23. So this portion is this portion. Okay, and this portion is this portion. You got it right? Cool. All right, so that is our answer. That's our answer. So let's see which of the options matches this. That is B. Okay, that is B. Cool. Let's move on to question number 63. Question number 63 says, express 0.037696 correct to three significant figures. Okay, so 0.037696. So we need to what? Correct it to three significant figures. What is the first significant figure? It is right here. Okay, so this is the first one. 1, 2, 3. So we stop right here. Now we need to look at the number after the significant figure we're looking for. Is it more than 5? Yes, 9. So we need to round it, and then this one becomes what? 7. So our answer will be what? 0.0376. No, it won't be 6, because what? We are rounding this here, so this place become 7. Okay, so let's clean this 6 and then we write 7. So this is our answer. Okay, 0.0377, and that is D. All right, thank you so much for joining this session. In the next session, we move on to question number 64. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time. Bye.